Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful start to the year. Today, I am very excited to share the last kind of episode of my 2025 planner lineups. This planner, if you've been around the channel for a little while, you know I purchased kind of on a whim and impulsively. They were having a sale that I could not resist, and I got a screaming deal on this planner. And I had asked all of you for your advice and opinions on what I should use this planner for, and I got some great suggestions. And ultimately, I found a use, and I am like thriving in this planner. I am so excited, and I am loving it so much more than I thought I would. It's a beautiful planner. It's nothing against the planner. I just wasn't sure if this was going to be a good fit for me, but I am honestly so excited to share this planner with you today and how I've been using it. And as many of you can probably guess, it is my Erin Condren vertical life planner. I opted to upgrade and personalize with my name here, Simulated Sarah, and I did opt for the rose gold coil as opposed to the regular silver. Personally, I think it's a little bit silly that since these planners have to have a coil, that they make you pay extra for the quote-unquote fancier ones. And part of me understands that, there's a little more work that goes into the ombre or rose gold or gold coil, but the other part of me feels like it's a little bit cash grabby, but I digress. It is what it is, and I was clearly a sucker and paid for it anyway. But I'm sure y'all are wondering what I am doing with this planner, and it is my 2025 HB90 planner. HB90 is Sarah Cannon, aka Heart Breathings. This is her course, one of her courses that she runs, and it's a 90-day goal setting and planning system. I have been an alum in this program now for, I want to say I enrolled a year and a half or almost 2 years ago. I think this is my 7th quarter in the HB90 program, and she does have a planner that goes with it, and you can choose either the dated version or an undated, and if you choose the undated, you can just print those pages off every quarter forever and ever. But if you have the dated version, it's only good for that one quarter. I have been an alum long enough now that I just look back at my previous planners, planning and goal setting pages, and then put that info into a different planner and put my goals and my plans into something else so that I don't pay for the planner every quarter. But this year I have decided to put my HB90 planner in my Erin Condren planner. And I feel it's a bit appropriate because Sarah over at Heart Breathings is such an Erin Condren fan. She's actually the one who introduced me to Erin Condren and kind of got me interested in it. She's big into the planners. She's one of the affiliates or partners. I'm not sure what they're called, but she's an Erin Condren partner, affiliate. She has beautiful Franken planners where you take the guts of multiple Erin Condren planners and put them all together into one massive planner. So I've definitely gathered my inspiration from her, and I feel like putting my HB90 planner into an Erin Condren just fits so well. It's a vibe. So I'm not going to do a flip through. There's lots of other people on YouTube that can give you a much more detailed flip through and have a lot more experience and knowledge on this planner than I do. So, maybe check back in a year or two and I might have more of an educated opinion on this planner. But I am a newbie to the Erin Condren planning system this year. This page was just blank boxes. Conveniently, there are 12 of them. So I've broken it up one vertical column for each quarter of the year. And in the HB90 program, Sarah recommends setting no more than 3 goals each quarter, because often any more than that just gets difficult to juggle and maintain and really put your focus on. You're spreading yourself kind of thin with more than 3, and sometimes even 3 goals can be a bit taxing and a bit much depending on what they are, but I feel good with these 3 goals. So my 3 main focus areas this quarter, at least, they could change in the future, are my writing, my YouTube, and my fitness/health. So my goal for writing for this quarter is to have a draft ready to start revisions in quarter 2. My YouTube goal is to reach 500 subscribers and qualify for monetization. I am at 425, 428, somewhere in there right now. So I am close. I do think that maybe this is a stretch, and I'm not sure how attainable it is, but you know, we can dream here. My other goal, I will give a trigger warning. My 3rd goal revolves around fitness and weight loss. So my goal is to lose 10 pounds and kind of build a steady movement and exercise routine for myself. And I'm not saying, I have to do this every day or, cut sugar or whatever. I'm trying to give myself grace and do what feels good and prioritizing my happiness while focusing on my fitness, as opposed to trying to be so regimented and disciplined that I set myself up for failure and disappointment from day 1. So I am trying to lose 10 pounds this quarter. That's 3 pounds a month, and that feels doable for me. So we're moving into the monthly pages, and I have here my monthly calendar for January. So my goals get a little more granular, or not my goals, my projects. So with HB90, you set your goal, and then you create projects that will support your goal that are more detailed. And then within those projects, you come up with tasks that will support your project, that will support your goal. So it's a little bit of a bucket system. You have your big bucket of having a draft ready for revisions. And then you say, what are the projects that I need to do to make that happen? Okay, here are 3 big projects. But those 3 projects all branch off into smaller buckets with individual tasks. So I have some projects here, and I left this blank because I don't really know what to do with it yet. This is the more granular tasks. So I have assigned each goal a color. Writing is yellow, YouTube is blue, and then fitness is kind of this neon corally color. So if I didn't do anything that day, I'm just leaving an NA here for, not applicable, didn't work on it. You can see that I've tried to plan ahead a few things, and they've not always worked out how I thought they would. So here I was planning to walk a mile. I did not do that. I put an X through it. Those I can put X's through. If I did work on one of my projects or tasks, I am recording how much time it took me in task blocks. So a task block is a 30-minute period of time. Here I read through 4 chapters in my draft, and that took me a half an hour. Here I did my Pilates app for 16 minutes, and then a YouTube ab workout for 14 minutes. So that also took 1 task block. And here again, I am keeping track of what I'm working on. Off to the left, I am keeping track of my weight each week. And for this current week, I have moved it down to my actual fitness section here. we can get to this in a moment and maybe do a little bit together for this week. But you can see here I finished editing my video and posted it. That took me about 2 hours or 4 task blocks. Might have taken more, like 5, actually, probably. Whoa. Oh, it's the stencil. Okay. But you can see here, I have been going running. I have now ran 4 times this year, and I am really proud of myself. I have been running on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, which it started here. So Friday the 10th was my first day running, but I have been consistent, knock on wood, and I am actually really having a good time with it. I used to run quite a bit. I used to run like 5 to 10 miles 6 days a week. I would get cranky if I missed my days running, and apparently other people could tell. But I really had missed running, and I had kind of started and stopped in fits last year. And, you know, granted, I'm a week and a day into running again, but I'm really liking it, and it feels really good. And I can get Newt and Sawyer out with me. I already knew that Newt was a great running buddy, because, like I said, he and I had been running in fits and starts last year. And Sawyer is really catching on quick and doing a great job. So, getting back to the main meat of this video, I have my tasks here. I have my task blocks to record how much time things are actually taking me. And it might be helpful each week to add up my task blocks for writing, YouTube, and fitness, so that I can easily keep track of things throughout the week, the month, and then the quarter. So writing, I had 1. Okay, cool. YouTube, I had 1. And fitness, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, good for me. Okay, and maybe I will highlight those. This is a little bit of a planner flip through, walk through, setup, and a little bit of a plan with me. So here we go. Let's see. Writing 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 7, 9. I can math. 2, 4, 6. Alright, and then this week, writing task blocks, YouTube task blocks. I don't know why that was so difficult. Oops, task blocks, okay. If you are looking for perfection here, you're not going to find it. My planners are a bit messy. I don't have pretty handwriting. I am not someone who puts any weight into like working on my like handwriting. I would love to have nicer handwriting, but at the end of the day, I don't care too much. Okay, and I thought I would mention I've been using the stencils, the square stencil here for marking my little boxes. Also, if anyone's a experienced Erin Condren user, is there a better way than just like to use the stencil than just like smashing it against the coil? Because I find it really annoying and frustrating, but not enough to make me not use the planner. So if anyone has any advice, I would love to hear it. I was coloring in the days, but I decided not to do that for this week because it just felt a little my planners are already chaotic, but this felt just a little too chaotic and too busy. So I figured outlining the box still kind of serves the same point, but is way less chaotic. So I think I am just going to probably outline the boxes from now on, unless I have a change of heart later. Here's the part where we get to the plan with me section, where I'm going to fill out my stuff. So I have been keeping track of my weight in my everyday carry every week, and it is a little repetitive to also put it in here, but I don't mind, and if I do mind, I'll stop. So it's as simple as that. I've also been keeping track of my running in here, and then I also have in my everyday carry planner my couch to 5K plan that I am on track with. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 runs. My next run will be the same as what I did yesterday, which is to run for 3 minutes, walk for 3 minutes, and repeat that 4 times. So that is what the boys and I will be doing tomorrow. Yesterday, it was, I didn't write that down here. Well, I guess I'm not writing my mileage in. I did there. Let's see. I should probably transfer that. Y'all are just getting a little plan with me here. Here we go. 1.77 miles. And then yesterday it was the same distance. We did the same lap or route. I did not do anything for YouTube Thursday or yesterday. I did not do anything for writing yesterday, and I did a little bit of brainstorming, but I'm not even going to count it. I did nothing on Thursday, right? Yeah. Did I do anything on Thursday for fitness? No. So this week, last week I was like on a roll. I was pretty good about stuff. This week, not so much. But yesterday we did do our run. So we and that was 1.77 miles again. And that was with the boys. I'm proud of myself yesterday because I did not feel like running. I was very tired and I just didn't want to, but I'm proud of myself for doing it. And then tomorrow we will run again. And I am going to go ahead and write it in, but obviously not check it off yet. But I am confident that I will run tomorrow because I am very committed to this right now. I'm feeling really good about my running. Task blocks was 2. I'm not going to say 11. 2. I know that's 2. They're check marks, but it is misleading. So today is Saturday. We are here filming. And then I would like to, I have to remember to take the thumbnail photo, and I would like to do some editing today. Maybe I could even upload it today, but I would also like to do a couple things for my writing today. So for writing, I would like to set up my Scrivener. I already have my completed manuscript in Scrivener. However, I would like to set it up for revisions and kind of make the overall document a little cleaner and neater. And I did a little bit of that last week where I just reassigned some icons and did some of those organizational things, but I would like to make a revisions folder and kind of get that set up and then figure out how to set up my original first draft on one side and then my revision draft on the other with it. So got a little bit of work to do there. I would also like to work on character arcs. I think I have too many characters that are all kind of vying for main character status. I know that this book does have more than one main character, but as the draft sits right now, it seems a little confusing as to who you're supposed to be focusing on, because there are 7 or 8 characters that feel like they're all of equal importance when that's not true. There's really like 3 or 4 main characters in this, and if I'm being honest, there's one character whose story I am the most invested in, so maybe I should just make him the main character? I don't know. I don't want to talk this out on camera. It's too much to think about, but I have some serious think-thonking to do about characters and their arcs, and I already know there are a couple characters whose stories I am cutting completely. Maybe pieces of those stories can come out as like little side scenes or backstory info, but I think I have a lot of work to do. But anyway, I would like to spend a good like maybe hour or so in a deep focus mode and really thinking about the character arcs. I am going to leave tomorrow my writing and my YouTube blank because I want to see how much I can get done today, and tomorrow we can, start over and assess at that time what needs to be done. So at the end of the month, it looks like I just have a blank page. Maybe I can add up all of my task blocks for the month, do a quick little reflection, what went well, what didn't go so well, how can I pivot and adjust to, recommit to my goals and projects in February. So like I said, I have my different goals color coordinated, like I showed you. Yellow is writing, blue is YouTube, and coral is fitness. The other piece of my HB90 planning and program that Sarah recommends is to have a Kanban board. So I have coordinating enough sticky notes that go with each of my different goals, and I will now move the camera and take you to my Kanban board. Okay, so I hope this angle is all right, and I hope the glare from the light behind me, I'm not sure if you can see my reflection. I can see my reflection in my whiteboard, but I'm not sure if you can. So I'm sorry again about the lighting glare on the whiteboard, but there's not a whole lot to be done about that. But at the very top sticky note is my overall goal. Again, my goals are to lose 10 pounds, to qualify for monetization on YouTube, and to have a draft ready to start revising in Q2. So the yellow is all of my writing, blue is YouTube, coral again is fitness. The top section there are the things that I have to do. The middle section is what I am currently working on, and the bottom section is what I am done with. I have health and fitness related goals of taking sober days and then making sure I drink enough water. I'm pretty good about prioritizing sleep, and I'm also pretty good about drinking water, but I do just kind of keep those things top of mind. I don't track my sleep. I do track my water intake, but I decided for the sake of my Kanban board, I only have a workout schedule. So each sticky note on there represents 1 week of this quarter. So the 2 sticky notes at the bottom in my done section were just working out 3 times each week. And I also have that for this. I have that for each sticky note on there. It's just to work out or move my body 3 times each week. And if I do more, that's great. I can add more bubbles and check marks to each sticky note. And if I do less, I won't check it. But I have worked out 3 times each week so far this quarter. So I am off to a great start. And it is honestly really motivating to see the check marks on my Kanban board and see that I am on a perfection streak at the moment. And let's just hope I can keep it that way. Next is my YouTube stuff. So the things that I have done this quarter are plan my YouTube schedule, and then the 2 other notes, sticky notes at the bottom, are January videos. So I do have my main goals or projects are posting 3 videos a month. So up at the top, I have 3 sticky notes for February and 3 sticky notes for March. The 2 sticky notes at the bottom of the to-do section are learning my webcam and learning OBS. And this video that I am now recording is in the middle of the doing section. And then last but not least is my writing goals. Along the bottom, my sticky notes that I have done so far are deciding on which work in progress to work on, and then doing the quick read through of my manuscript just to refamiliarize myself with the story. And I had that broken up into 3 different post-it notes. 1 for Act 1 with a little bubble for all of the chapters, 1 for Act 2 and a bubble for all of the chapters, and then a 3rd sticky note for Act 3 and 1 bubble for each chapter. So the 2 sticky notes in the middle section that I am doing are working on setting up my plotting wall and making my Scrivener document. I really should move the plotting wall sticky note back up to the to-do section and move the sticky note in the to-do section that says redo character arcs. I should move that down to the doing section because that is what I plan on working on next. I feel that in order to set up and work on my plot, I need to know what the hell my characters are doing. So I think the characters will take priority over plot right now. The other sticky note up there says to actually replot. So setting up my plotting wall will be 1 step, and then replotting will be another large step that will probably take multiple weeks, if I'm being honest. And then on the right side of my to-do section, again, I have 3 different sticky notes, 1 for Act 1, 1 for Act 2, and 1 for Act 3, with a bubble for each chapter. And this time I would like to do a detailed read through and make my revisions list as I'm reading through it. And underneath that, I have making my revisions list, which is kind of redundant because I am doing it as I'm reading through. But I would like to make a master list, and then the last sticky note there says to organize my revisions list. And I would like to take that master list and categorize things by either a story level, a scene level, or a line level, and kind of take that top-down approach and work on the biggest things first, and then work my way smaller. And so organizing my revisions list will help me get a clear vision on what to tackle first in April. And I think that concludes the video. That is it. We're going to end here. It is a rare sunny day in Western Washington in the winter, so I might go take the dogs for a walk and enjoy some sunshine. If you have made some New Year's resolutions, I would love to hear what they are. I would love to hear how they are going. So until next time, take care, stay safe, and I will see y'all real soon. Bye.